Alright guys, what is up? Evan Aldo here. Wanted to give you an update on Bitcoin, Ethereum. We'll talk about Polygon a little bit because that's, it's been topical. It's one of the ones that pumped up the most. Ethereum obviously has been crazy lately, and I mean, I know my, narrative has been more bearish, and, when you're catching bottoms or catching tops, a lot of times the way trading goes when you're doing that is you lose some, you may make a few small losses here and there, and then finally when you catch the trend reversal, then you make a lot riding it all the way up or all the way down. So that's one thing to keep in mind. But for the most part, I've been doing really well in the trade so far this month. 11 days, so far better than June and July so far in terms of P&L. A few losses here and there, but it's been pretty good, especially my trade calls in the Discord this month. If you guys are interested, link in the description below. I am moving next month, so maybe I might take a month off from the Discord, so keep that in mind. If you sign up right now, I would obviously pause the billing, but you got 20 or 19 days left, so September is probably going to be a busy month for me, so keep that in mind. I'm not sure if I will pause it. Maybe I'll have enough time to do it, but we'll see, guys. So right now, I'm looking at these time frames, not even explaining it to you. So this green dot on the 16-day confirms in 23 hours now. For this to go away, I think you would probably have to at least go down to like 22, maybe even 20. I don't know exactly, based on how the indicator works, just based on my past experience. I do think this would have to turn red at least, so 22 at least, which could happen if it's only 2K down. It may be more. If anyone knows, leave a comment down below how much this has to go down in the next 23 hours to make this green dot disappear. And the reason why that's significant is because if you go back in time, it printed here in the 2018 bear market. Both times it did not confirm, then you came down farther. Kind of looks like almost here or here, kind of like July 2018 before you went down farther. Obviously money flow is much lower now, so that's one of the the main concerns. And then kind of the same thing here with the VWAP curving up. If you've been watching my videos, you're probably bored with this part. Right now, basically almost printing the green dot and then coming down. I would say it's probably more like this. This market's looked a lot more like 2014 rather than 2017 to just come down one last time. Obviously, every market's going to be a little bit different. Every bear market's going to be a little bit different. So yeah. Also moving down to the 10-day here, this is another bearish case. The only thing that's probably a little bit bullish is where the RSIs are. See this level, this marked the bottom last time. If you're somebody who wants to argue that we've hit the bottom based on these RSIs, that would be telling you we did hit the bottom. However, money flow is curving downward right before, kind of you got your last leg down. It was right around here. So by time it finally got into the red, you had already bottomed this time. However, it's a little bit different in 2014. See right here, you had those RSIs at that level. You didn't hit the bottom yet. You came back down, and you printed a red dot, super bearish wall, money flows coming out. And keep in mind, guys, not a lot of people are looking at this time frame right here. So that could give you a little bit of an advantage. Everybody's looking at the weekly, other things. So keep that in mind. Let's look at the 5-day now. Same type of deal, pretty neutral in terms of like RSIs. That would tell you hit a bottom here, how low they were, I guess. And also here, kind of the RSI levels would tell you that we hit the bear market bottom. We may have, but I've been super cautious on it. Now let's get more into, shorter term, what's going to happen soon. So you got your trend reversal, green or blue triangle here in the 2-day. Last time this brought us down a lot, guys. And some of the altcoins really, especially Matic and a few others, are showing like kind of how they looked over here, especially with the high split RSIs and a lot of the altcoins. So I would say this is a little bit more bearish, especially this VWAP. You haven't really come much below the zero line in a while here. You printed a few red dots, but you're due to curve down, come down quite a bit there, I would say. And also split RSIs here on the daily as you're coming, kind of high into the not really high, but into the green here. Bear markets a lot of times into the green, doesn't play out too much, you come right back down. Very split RSIs. I would like to see these get closer together kind of like over here or something. But even this didn't, bring us up much more. Didn't do much for us. Just was bearish. So yeah. But in terms of money flow, obviously it would usually be more bullish. Moving on to your 12 hours. So you're going to get a pretty decent, it might already be printing on regular candles, not yet, but you're going to get a pretty decent bearish div here. You did have this bearish div. No, actually, this wasn't a bearish div, that one. But from here to here, yeah, just about, that was a bearish div. Brought us down a little bit, probably enough to salvage a trade. But there's going to be one at one point, obviously. That brings us down quite a bit. You're printing a bearish div on your 10 hour here. Confirms in 9.5 hours. Moving on to your 6 hour, printing a bearish div, confirms in 5 hours. I took a short trade, kind of off of somewhere up here this morning, locked in profits, now just letting it ride. I have another trade open as well on a altcoin as well. And it's not Matic, actually. I do have a Matic short in. I was on the trading battle and did a Matic short. It's underwater right now, but it's coming back. It may be okay. It's a swing short, so it did not get stopped out or even come too close to getting stopped out. So yeah, you got to be patient with those. But yeah, 2 hour bearish div confirmed and a bearish div over there. Bearish div from this, wide area, another bearish div. So yeah, it'll come down at one point. And your money flow curving down kind of into the red. The last time this happened, you came down quite a bit more. Could bring us back down to this area. And if you kind of map out, what may happen here, if you come down, probably would bring us down to this area. This would be tomorrow early in the morning, a little overnight, dumped down to around 23. So that was another Bitcoin short I did in the trading battle for charity. That'll be back in the green if that does happen. Let's move on to ETH here. So, and these are the trades I was doing in the trading battle. They are all pretty much underwater. Started with 10,000, but they did not get stopped out. They are not invalidated yet, so they could easily come back here, and we could make a lot of money to donate to charity. So yeah, guys, looking at ETH, it's similar to Bitcoin right now. I mean, we pumped up quite a bit. It would make sense. I mean, you're gonna have some type of pullback at some point here. And same deal with the 16-day, as we talked about before. Green dot, the 23 hours that we have for this to confirm. You'd probably have to come down quite a bit here, 14 or something. So you'd really have to crash down. Is that likely in the next 23 hours? Probably not, in my opinion. But we'll see what happens. Crazier things have happened. In terms of comparing it to previous bear market areas, kind of like here. However, I don't really see us going down another 90% or whatever. But in terms of money flow, you still have that deep possibility of like 64, 63% here. So 60, this area right here, 6 something. I mean, I've said between 3 and 600 is a decent possibility. These RSIs did not get as low yet as they were at the bottom here, so that would be this actually would be quite a bit of the bearish case for ETH. I believe ETH does look like we have not bottomed out just yet. And money flow right there, money flow area in the 5 day to curve down. You got to get deeper, kind of like the last cycle. So either this, huge bull trap or maybe home free, but I don't like what I'm seeing also on the SPY. It kind of looks like right before 08. I'm not going to go into that right now, but we talked about it on the live stream before. Kind of looks like that, or kind of before you get into official recessions, things of that nature. You're getting pretty big bearish div while money flow is generally coming out on the 10 hour. I know here it didn't work out too well, bro. It brought us down a little bit, but one of these will give us a significant pullback. And if you use good risk management, lock in your profits early, just let it ride, you will be able to ride one of these down at some point. Bearish div here, this confirms in 5 hours and 20 minutes. This is a big place I am looking to get a short position in, because I like how the money flow is just gradually coming out while we're about to confirm the bearish div here on Ethereum. And I'm probably going to be asleep when it happens, but it's not a big deal. I already have a Bitcoin trade in and another altcoin trade in on my real account, not the ACAP account for the trading battle. And yeah, I mean, Momentum wave starting to curve down here. 3 hour, I guess you could kind of make the argument. Money flow starting to curve back down. It doesn't mean too much though, but you're hitting a big fib level and a spider line, so that's pretty bearish, I would say. Blood diamond on your hourly, I mean, these usually give you a little something, you know what I mean? Let's say it's, similar to this, this drop, this local drop right here, down 6%. If you come down 6%, around 17, maybe even to 1740, so that would be, a big drop downward. And money flow generally kind of coming out on some of these. You are coming back up a little bit at the moment. Nice jump off of this spider line right here, but you could easily reject from that point. This would be a good scalp short opportunity at this point if we do hit it again. It does look, when you get to low time frames, it does look a little bit different. They're both useful. I mean, I like to look at them a little bit more. The fib level stays the same, the spider line is a little bit different. So spiral line's a little bit different, a little bit higher here. I like to pay attention to the spiral line right here, but either way, I believe ooh, that's interesting how it's getting a bump off of that point. So they're both useful. I think I kind of like to look at it more on the lower time frames and just see how we lost it and how that's bearish. So yeah, bullish div right here. It's 15. Is that a bullish div? Yeah, that's a bullish div. So that could, it confirms in about 6 minutes. I don't know if I would be going long into this right here, but maybe you could get something. It looks like a lot of that move is kind of over, but we will see what happens here. It could be completely wrong. Anything could happen, but yeah. And then really low time frames. Yeah, there would be an argument to make to come up a little bit more. I wouldn't be taking that long right now. Let's take a quick look at Matic. So this is one that just went, hyperbolic. I know Disney helped out with that a little bit. Up about 200% almost. And if we just look at some of these time frames, this is where it gets a little, split RSI starting to curve down on your 2-day. That's a bit bearish. And money flow curving outward, momentum waves curving downward here. That's a bit bearish as well. It's not going to go up forever. I like the curvature and the momentum waves coming down on the 12-hour little trigger wave right there. Little head and shoulders with the waves as well. Let's draw a local or a fib level here. It seems likely you'd come down to this point or possibly even 75 cents in the next few days, next week or something. Kind of seeing money flow just generally coming out here. The garden is not being watered, less and less here. So that's, not one I'm keeping an eye on. Easy coming up, easy going back down, 22-minute. Money flow crossover. And the other one, let me show you VeChain actually, because VeChain is kind of exhibiting the same thing. A lot of these are exhibiting, look at how split these RSIs are. High and split RSIs. Look right here, high and split, bam, right down. You came up a little bit more, but then big drop downward, same deal same deal over here, bam. So could we have another, FOMO wick, another little bit up? Maybe, but I don't think so. Green dot right there, that marked the top. Green dots could go either way, but especially when you're in the, these other bearish signs are happening, they usually bring you downwards with the split RSIs. That one brought you up a little bit more. So we could have a situation like that. But the thing is here, you're hitting this kind of major point of resistance. So I'm not really seeing that. Also, if we look at, bearish div confirms 15 hours, so maybe be patient. Let's get some of these. Money flow starting to come outward again here. Momentum waves coming down. So there's that point right now to look at. All right, guys. Hope you enjoyed the update. Please please subscribe to the channel. If you guys are experienced traders and you're interested in getting signing up for a new exchange, really good bonuses, links in the description below for BITGET, MEXC, and BITGET down below, all good exchanges. And if you want to get my trading course, link in description below as well. And let's see, Market Cipher, link in description below as well. All right, guys, have a good one. Bye-bye.